How's it going, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Chris, and welcome back to the F1 24 VCARB career mode. And after taking a month off, quite literally F1 style, we return for the Belgian Grand Prix for the final race before the actual F1 summer break happens. We kind of had our own little break from making F1 content for a little while, so that's it. It was a little bit different. I'm still trying to change a couple things that are going on with how this series is going to be working. Because as you guys can obviously tell, I am not doing this after the fact. I'm doing this right here, right now. At least I'm not doing a voiceover in front of this when I'm all done. But yeah, so still trying to figure out a couple things, but jumping into it, last race was the Hungarian Grand Prix, and didn't qualify too well. There was rain that affected qualifying. We didn't start well at all. Didn't even make it into Q3. But on race day, our teammate was in front of us, and the idea was that we were actually going to help Ricciardo in the same way that we helped him back in Austria. Instead, it would be in reverse. And we would just follow him on through, and we would eventually end up scoring points together, both myself and Ricciardo. However, that did not become the case. Ricciardo had an issue which slumped him all the way back in the pack, and we unfortunately had to pass him. We gained a spot, and you would think that we would be happy with that, but I was not happy. I really wanted to work with Ricciardo to get him some more points because he definitely deserves it. And I think that Hungary would have been an amazing opportunity for him without a doubt. But race pretty much just kind of carried on like normal. Had a couple DNFs and then had a fight with Sainz for position. So we were in a little bit of an intense fight, and there was even at one point where we got to his inside and we just kind of clipped his left rear, and we didn't turn in the nick of time. But it did also look like that Sainz did in fact turn down into me and pretty much caused us to slide for a little bit. But we got back around him, took the position, and we then went on to win the race. So, yeah, coming out of the Hungarian Grand Prix, Max Verstappen still leads the Drivers' Championship by now 32 points ahead of us in P2. Charles Leclerc in third, Lando Norris in P4, Oscar Piastri in P5, Fernando Alonso in sixth, George Russell 7th, Lewis Hamilton in 8th, Sainz in 9th, and then Sergio Perez in 10th. Then you have Lance Stroll in 11th, Ricciardo down there in 12th, Gasly 13th, Albon 14th, Ocon 15th, Bottas in 16th, Magnussen in 17th, Hulkenberg 18th, Zhou Guanyu in 19th, and Logan Sargent in 20th. And then over on the constructor side of things, Red Bull still shockingly lead the constructor standings, ahead of McLaren in P2 now. Only 9 points ahead of Ferrari in P3. Mercedes ended up passing us after the Hungarian Grand Prix. They're now P4, and we fell down to P5, which is about where the mid-pack thing that I've always been wanting to be ahead of in every single F1 game that we play in our first season might come to fruition, because we're P5 right now. Then you got Aston Martin in 6th, Alpine 7th, Williams in 8th, Kick Sauber in 9th, and then the Haas team in P10. So, not really a whole lot to kind of go off of, but definitely it's an interesting battle, especially at the top of the championship. So I didn't think that we would still be in contention, but I mean, here we are now. But we're halfway through the season at this point, so now we're just going to enter the last half, which starts with the Belgian Grand Prix, but then ends with a summer break before we finish off the rest of the season. So yeah, but we'll go on ahead and pick the specialist, which is not going to be really too big of a deal. I mean, it's simple in all honesty. just picking what they want. Yeah, like I said, not really much to go off of, and it's kind of interesting to say the least, doing this live and not after the fact, and not taking screenshots and stuff. So yeah, kind of awkward, but I'll try to make it somewhat entertaining as we continue on through. But yeah, take a look at the R&D. We're still ahead of Aston Martin, shockingly enough, and the upgrades that we have coming in should definitely push us a little bit further ahead as we head into Belgium. Red Bull still are the best on vehicle performance, and the Mercedes are second to them, with Ferrari in third, and then the McLaren team in fourth. We have an 81 overall rating, and we actually surpassed our target, so we are above our target by 1, which is shocking to say the least. But now it is time to advance through time, and hopefully we get the wheel rim covers, because we kind of do need that, and okay, we don't.
I know we were expecting some new developments.
We don't get that in,
but I'm afraid to say
but can we repurchase it?
We're going to need to tell the team what
Ricciardo's looking at it,
the R&D screen.
But we can repurchase it, and it'll come in before the Dutch Grand Prix, thankfully, so we don't have to worry too much about it. Yeah, Ricciardo is just kind of going all in on everything right now. He's got an intercooler. He's got 2 chassis upgrades. He's probably got a couple. Yeah, he's got a couple durability upgrades as well in there to spice it all up. And actually, as a matter of fact, Aston Martin have passed us in the vehicle performance comparison. So I wouldn't say I'm shocked, because I'm not. Just a little bit frustrating to say the least, because I was hoping that upgrade would come in and we would stay ahead of them, but it's Formula 1, you know, you win some, you lose some, so you just gotta deal with it. And as a matter of fact, I guess the last half of the season thing I was wrong, because now we're around 14. That's my bad. But yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and hop into the race weekend, do practice and do qualifying. I'm gonna show qualifying before going into the race, so a little bit change up for qualifying. You'll see how it all plays out then. It won't have its own little section, but you guys will see when I'm talking about qualifying in the race. So hopefully you guys like that change. But I'm going to hop at the race weekend, do all that, and I'll meet all of you guys in the race.
Welcome then, as we take a step back into the nostalgic golden days of motorsport. Spa is unashamedly a throwback, and all the better for it. Climbs, drops, sharp turns, chicanes, sweeping high-speed corners, all while taking in some of the most beautiful scenery that Europe has to offer. This might sound like a travel brochure, but it's not. It's a race day. Welcome along to Spa-Francorchamps for the Belgian Grand Prix. So here we are once again, ready to go racing through the Ardennes forest. 4.35 miles of long straights, fast corners, and massive elevation changes. It makes this not only one of the most exciting circuits on the calendar, but one that makes for some consistently high-quality racing as well. Simply put it, there's no place quite like it. It's time to see how our drivers are stacking up after yesterday's exciting qualifying session. Max Verstappen put in a fantastic lap yesterday, and he'll start from pole position. And it's Charles Leclerc in P2. Looking at the rest of today's grid, we have Fernando Alonso, Oscar Piastri, Hamilton, Sainz, Smith, Perez, Ricciardo, Stroll, Ocon, Russell, Albon, Magnussen, Hülkenberg, Sargent, Norris, Joe, Bottas, and Pierre Gasly picks up the final grid slot. Now it's almost time for lights out, so let's go down to the track. And alongside me, a man, well, what more can I say? But he's a legend, Anthony Davidson. Let's look at their season, and particularly against their teammate. Fair to say, they've got the better of them more often than not. Now, we had great fun watching them win last time out. What a great victory it was. But can they carry that into today's race?
It's the important one, isn't it, Crofty? You've done it once, can you do it again? But, you know, if you start believing in yourself and the confidence starts to build, that inner confidence is what you need. And you can carry that through to future races, including this one, and you set that ball rolling. That's the critical thing that they're looking for here. And I believe if you've got that first race win or a win at any stage, it can start to roll with you in a good way.
All right, rolling off. P7 today. I will say, qualifying went pretty good, in my opinion. Obviously, we were able to get out of Q1, and in all honesty, our Q1 lap was far more better than the other laps that we put down in Q2 and Q3. But after making it through into Q1, we went on to Q2 and tried to safely make it in, and we barely made it into Q3, just barely ahead of our teammate. So I was a little bit disappointed because I really wanted Ricciardo to be a part of Q3, and he wasn't, so that sucked. But then in Q3, rain hit, and shockingly enough, we were able to beat Sergio Perez in Q3. He was the only guy we got ahead of. We originally qualified P9, but due to two of the guys that started ahead of us having grid penalties, we now start P7, and our teammate is starting P9 directly behind us. So this might be another classic case of I'm probably going to help Ricciardo so he can score more points, because I really want Ricciardo to score points, and I think he can. I really do believe he can. So I'm definitely going to try to do that today with Ricciardo. But we'll take a look at the race strategy. They want me to go from softs to hards, but I'm going to do this one instead. And actually, we shave off 5 seconds by doing this one. Look at that. Look at the difference. I protected my tires super well in the race strategy program. This does not shock me in the slightest. It does not. So we'll go with this one. Feels about all right, so we'll deal with that. It's no big deal. But yeah, so P7, rolling off P7. If we can get Ricciardo to get ahead of us by the end of lap 1, or by the end of turn 1, I should say, we're probably going to help him. Or if he can get ahead of Perez out of 1 and we're still ahead, we're probably just going to pull in Austria and just drag him away. That's all we're going to do. And we're probably going to pull in Austria and just keep him a second behind us so he can get our DRS once that is available. So I have a plan for when we want to help Ricciardo. So that might happen today. But yeah, so let's go on ahead, jump into this race, and let us see what we can do on a very cloudy day here in Belgium. Let's go. So it seems like I'm not the only one starting on the softs. Sainz is also starting on the softs, and our teammates also starting on the softs as well. But I do see Perez and Hamilton also are starting on mediums. Kind of curious who ahead is going to be starting on mediums as well.
It looks like rain is inbound, and we're expecting it in around 5 minutes. 5 minutes until the rain.
Oh, I guess rain's coming down, so that'll put a spanner in it, because there wasn't any rain forecasted for today. Unless our crew chief is just saying that for the sake of saying it. But yeah, so. And also, before anybody asks, I do have the racing line on. That's mainly because it's been like 3 or 4 days since I last recorded. I recorded qualifying like 3 or 4 days ago, and I have been super busy over those past few days. So that's why I haven't really been able to get a video out as of recent. And I know I said I would try to race Belgium without the racing line, and trust me, maybe middle of the race I will. It just kind of depends on how comfortable I get, so don't y'all worry. It might happen, but just want to point that out before there's any confusion. So now that we got that all out of the way, let's do this shit, shall we? Oh shit, okay. That start could have gone a little bit better, not gonna lie. Ricciardo got ahead of us. So there's something to be happy about. Oh my god, what are they doing up here? They were like 3 wide. Oh my god, fucking game froze and it almost just shot me up all the way up the track.
Alright, let's focus now for the rest of the race.
There we go. Just gotta remember how to drive this track for a second and then I'm pretty sure we'll be okay, but hopefully I could try to either drag Ricciardo or Ricciardo can try to drag me with him. Just kind of depends, really, on whichever we decide to do. Try not to use too much battery, though. If I use too much, we're going to be kind of screwed for when we hit DRS. But Leclerc is out front, ahead of Verstappen, so he actually beat him off the line. So that's one hell of a start from Leclerc.
We can use DRS when you're within 1 second of the car ahead and in the DRS zone.
And I'll say this, if my game would stop having a shit fit, could have probably executed that way better. We do have DRS though, so we should be able to stick with Ricciardo. Yeah, we're gonna be able to stick with them. We're gonna be in a bit of a train, but
trailing the car ahead, they're gonna be giving off dirty air, which is gonna affect our tires. So try to get past.
we'll be fine. Just trying to help Ricciardo at this rate. As I overshoot the corner, holy shit! Hello, Ricciardo. Sorry about that. We're pulling away from Stroll behind, but Ricciardo is slowly falling off of Hamilton ahead. Not a big fan of that. I think he's going to be able to stay within his DRS range, so... Yeah, he did. That's good. Can my game stop freezing and allow me to shift up into the next gear? Holy shit, dude. Alonso and Piastri side by side. This should be able to, this should allow for some form of overtakeage, as they almost just got into each other going up the hill from Eau Rouge to Radion.
Okay, clear.
Yep, yellow behind. Someone's slow. Can't tell who that is. I think that's an Alpine, or is that a Williams? They went 3 wide up here. Holy shit. Oh, I don't want to pass Ricciardo right there. Nope.
I've got information on
yep, it's the Williams of Albon.
Retiring from the race.
I could have made the pass on Ricciardo there, but I didn't want to do it. Oh, come on, boys. We gotta... Let's figure this shit out. I'm not passing Ricciardo. I'm not doing it. I will follow Ricciardo. I'm not passing him.
And see what you can do.
No, no, no. I'm following Ricciardo. I'm purposefully following him because I know for a fact he can get around these two. I'm just going to say this right now. Once these two get racy, then we're pouncing. Alright, I think Oscar's going to have a shot at Hamilton, because I don't think Hamilton has DRS on Alonso. Or maybe he does. I think he's just out straightaway in him. Bro, this battle, as I almost ran into Ricciardo again, allowed Sainz to run away, and he has now caught his teammate and Verstappen up ahead. That's fucking crazy. Let me just say this right now. It's been like well over 5 minutes since Mark said to us that rain was falling down, and I haven't seen a single droppage of rain. Watch it just like hit the halo. But I haven't seen a single drop. Is that? Yeah, that's rain actually. Never mind. Right on fucking cue. Oh, Jesus. The rain shouldn't be too bad, though. If anything, it's not going to really affect the handling that much. Yeah, Ricciardo's kind of falling off of Piastri. Stroll's falling off of me. I might be able to get out of... I might get in front of Ricciardo so I can pull him. So we can get closer to Piastri and Hamilton. Or I guess I could just do it for him because they were fighting coming into the final corner. He might not have DRS for this straight. Stroll's got DRS off of me. So I'm a bit annoyed. Let's see if Ricciardo got... I don't think he did on Piastri. Oh, no, we did. Did I just push him? I don't know. There we go. Push. There we go. Just gave him a little bump draft. I just gave a bump draft to Ricciardo in Formula 1. That, in all honesty, would have destroyed my front wing. That was also me kind of telling Ricciardo, hey, I'm not a threat. Like, you can be out ahead all you want. I'll follow. You leave me around here. If anything happens to me or you, keep going. Don't stop. Don't do any of that. Ricciardo's essentially doing what I did for him, or he's doing to me what I did for him in Austria. Minus the little drops of rain. But also, if Hamilton and Piastri get to racing up there, this might be big. I'm not trying to pass Ricciardo. As a matter of fact, I'm just trying to stay behind him. I'm trying to do what I was trying to do in Hungary. That's what I'm trying to do. In Hungary, I wanted to stay behind Ricciardo. That was the goal. Okay, watch this. Smoothly get up to him.
Some information on Magnussen for you. Okay, they're slowing down. It seems like there's some kind of problem with their car.
All right, Magnussen's slow. Perez is fighting Stroll. I just push Ricciardo again. And that allows us to pull away. See, Ricciardo might still be helping me, or Ricciardo is helping me.
Let's use overtake
right?
And burn off some of this energy.
But I'm still technically helping Ricciardo, which I find hilarious as shit. Like, I'm still helping him, even though he's in front of me. It's just what teammates do. We help each other. And that's what I'm doing with Ricciardo. I care less about the championship at this point. My tires aren't even that bad either. Yeah, they don't feel that bad. Ricciardo's might be going away because I'm so close behind him, but I'm supposed to pit in 3 laps, but if Ricciardo pits on lap 11...
Still the right tires for the time being.
Yeah. But if Ricciardo is gonna wait to pit, then we may as well just pit after he pits, because then that guarantees he's still out ahead of us.
Next time you come in.
I'll tell you this right now, I'm about to break my fucking computer with how much it's fucking freezing up. Take a sledgehammer to this shit in about 2 seconds if it keeps fucking going up. I keep doing this shit. I've been doing this shit for months. I swear, a new PC will be coming in, don't worry. The rain isn't too bad, so I think we can definitely outlast the rain. I definitely think we can. It's kind of one of those situations where you don't think you can really outlast it, but then you find out you can, and it's like, well, hot damn, I guess we can after all, huh? Oh shit! I did not mean to do that. Now we're gonna push Ricciardo again. I don't know if that was really doing anything, but it'd be funny if it did. Oh, I found the gravel. Hello. Ocon just passed Stroll. You want to know what's funny? Me and Ricciardo are still 7th and 8th right now. Let's go. Perez is like on my butt. But I'll tell you this right now. Yellow flag. Who could that be for?
Caution, caution.
Oh, that's for Piastri ahead. Turn that 7th and 8th into a 6th and 7th.
Piastri. Right, they've got a serious car issue. It looks like they're retiring.
Let's go. Let's fucking go.
Let's get back up to racing speed. Come on.
Well, Piastri just DNF'd. He's the second retiree. Perez is slowly gaining on us. But not if I have to say anything about it. And we're going to be pitting this time. Well, no, because I want Ricciardo to come out ahead of me. So I'm not going to pit. As a matter of fact, I'm going to stay out until he pits, and then a lap later I'll pit. That's how we're going to do this shit. So we're coming up on Ricciardo.
So this light rain is going to be with us for a while now.
And we are all good in the neighborhood. Yeah, I'm going to stay out, and I'm going to protect Ricciardo. I'm just going to be holding up Perez at this point. I know he's like the main team at Red Bull, but I could give two shits. Even if this doesn't turn into a 6th and 7th, at the very least, I want Ricciardo to be out ahead of me, and I want him to beat me.
This lap. Keep an eye on your distance to the speed limit line as you approach, and make sure you don't speed.
We're not pitting this lap, actually. I want Ricciardo to pit first. He's not going to pit this lap, but he'll pit next lap, and I know that. Because, well, that's just how we roll. So let's see, the Ferrari came in, Hamilton came in, Verstappen came in, Leclerc, and Alonso. Oh shit. So Sainz stays out, I stay out, and Ricciardo stays out. But I'm staying out for my teammate. I'm not staying out for the sake of the win. All right. I know I got like 2 wins in my under my belt already.
If you think you can get past, make use of the overtake button and see what you can do.
But I'm not really gonna do a whole lot here. I want Ricciardo to be ahead of me, and I want him to pit first. It'll also make it better for the mediums as well. Because then whatever tire that the other guys are going to end up on, it'll be perfect for me, because then when I go on my medium, we'll have fresher tires than them by the end of the race, and so that'll pretty much help both me and Ricciardo. Also, can we just end the race now? Me and Ricciardo are running 2nd and 3rd. Can we just end it here, please? My theory is correct. Ricciardo's going to pit with Sainz, right? Yes, he is.
Daniel's in for his stop.
Perez also came in, too. So now I can actually just do this. Box this lap.
The pit box is currently full. Stay out on track. Stay out.
Well, I'm coming in this time, because now that Ricciardo's going to be ahead of me, and it's a guarantee that he's going to be ahead of me, now the goal from here on out is to help him. That's the goal. I'll say this, though. The rain isn't bad. Could it be worse? It could. But let's just be thankful it's not as bad as I thought it would be.
Okay, pit in this lap, and remember the speed limit. We'll be penalised if we exceed it. Keep that in mind as you approach.
We're definitely going to lose a lot of time to Leclerc, Verstappen, and Alonso. But hopefully, we come out behind Ricciardo, and we can stay behind him and help him get points. There we go. So obviously, top 5 are going to go on by. Those being Leclerc, Verstappen, Alonso, Hamilton, Ocon's in.
We had an issue removing the left front wheel. I know it's not ideal, mate, but let's try and put it behind us and get back into this race.
Unfortunately, Perez is ahead. There's Russell.
Up to speed now. Let's get some heat into those tires.
Okay, I need Ricciardo to get out ahead of me. Actually, he's not going to get out ahead of me. Fuck! But, I mean, I think Norris and Russell still have to pit, I think. I'm pretty sure of it. Okay, well, I'm not going to use DRS. I'm literally allowing Ricciardo to pass me at this point. Alright, hold on. Alright, Ricciardo, get around me. Get around me, buddy. Not you, Ocon, not you.
Use your overtake button more
so
to utilize some of this energy. Come on.
Unfortunately, Perez got out ahead of us. Something I think Ricciardo had the exact same problem as I did on our pit stop. But if Russell and Norris still need to pit, we'll still end up 8th and 9th. So that's not entirely bad. It could be worse. I think we'll end up 9th. Yeah. I would be ahead of Ricciardo, but I want Ricciardo to finish ahead of me. I want him to get more points. And I think he can do it. And so that's why I gave the position up to him. And even if I don't score anything, at least give the point to Ricciardo. Oh yeah, I forgot Gasly's in too, so never mind. That's actually going to put us 7th and 8th when this is all said and done.
Keep taking care of them.
So Ocon thinks he's going to get around me, but he ain't. He's not going to. Don't pull over, Ricciardo. Don't pull over. Don't pull over. Good job. I know I can pass him, and I know I can go run down the 2 ahead, but I just don't care at this rate. I just want Ricciardo to get a good finish. Maybe I'll get him maybe I want him to finish to the top 10 in points. Who knows? I just know that I've had my success, and I want Ricciardo to have pretty much the exact same thing. Like, I want him to have an identical thing, too. Another thing, too, is I'm just going to try to have Ocon use up his tires a lot while trying to pass me. You know what's crazy? Norris got closer to Perez. That is insane. Yeah, obviously the rain isn't too bad. It hasn't gotten bad enough for inters, so that's the good part. That'll forever be the good part. Like, it's here, just not bad. And that, in my opinion, is like the best case scenario you could ever ask for. Game froze. Lovely.
Be careful on those slicks. These conditions are making the line a bit greasy, but we're still nowhere near the changeover point.
Oh, I found the gravel again. Found the gravel trap. Huh. You wanna know the crazy thing? Russell and Norris have pulled away from us, and they're catching Perez, right? And they can quite literally make a pass on him and fight him for position. And I think Lando and Russell already pitted. So that's why they are going after him. Or maybe because Paris is just fucking slow. I have no idea. But if they get racy enough, that could help us. Not gonna lie. If I push Ricciardo through here, he's saving battery, which is not good. There we go. Helping a teammate out, you know? Sometimes you just have to bump draft. Sometimes you just have to bump draft your F1 teammate. It's fucking weird for me to say that, but it's like, sometimes you just have to. Ocon gets these runs on me, and he kind of has the opportunity to pass me, but I just parked my car in a perfect spot, and he just can't quite do it. Even though the rain's coming down, still going up through Radion and Eau Rouge is still a treat. Still one hell of a treat. Don't worry, Ricciardo, you're not being passed. I'm not gonna fucking pass you. It's okay. Stay ahead of me, and we're good. May not be like a big haul of points like I was thinking initially, but still points none the matter. Like, come on now. I could so pass Ricciardo and go catch the guys ahead, but the problem is that if I do, Ocon's gonna get around him like nothing. And I don't want that. I do not want that. I want Ricciardo to remain in front of me and remain in perfect view of me as I proceed to almost lose my fucking car.
What you can do.
That is the first time that my car has actually bogged down because I've gotten so close to Ricciardo this entire race. Like, that hasn't happened at all until that point. Holy shit. Like, I've had my car brake sideways every now and again, but not that badly. Holy shit. We got 2 to go, and our race about ended 1 lap ago. Or less than a lap ago. Half a lap, there you go. It's just... Blah. That's all I have to say, just blah. Blah. I know Ricciardo's using up so much of his energy because the back of his car is blinking. That normally means he's saving up energy. Just got loose there as well because of me being too close to Ricciardo. Okay. Treading on dangerous waters. I see you. Or is it the rain? No, because if it was the rain, I would have slid through there, and I didn't. So yeah, I just get too close to Ricciardo, and then my car just goes, no, I want to die right now. And by die, I mean I want to take you with me. And then we both die. Not fun. 10 out of 10, would not recommend.
We'll be seeing at least 20 minutes of light rain.
Just did it again right there. Holy fuck. It also didn't help that Mark was talking. Fucking hell. Well, thankfully we're coming up onto the final lap. And I must say that this strategy has played out perfectly for both myself and Ricciardo.
Okay, mate.
I may get only 1 measly point before heading into the F1 summer break, as I just slam into the back of Ricciardo. Holy fuck. The fucking car did not want to stop at all. We got it to stop, thankfully. But as I was saying, thankfully this strategy has worked.
Okay, so all of our tyre pressure data is currently reading 0.
Tires are still
Assuming
inflated.
they still look inflated to you, we're going to guess that it's just a bad sensor. Shouldn't be anything to worry about.
They're still inflated. Don't you fucking worry. I don't know why it wants me to go down an extra gear through here. There's no point. I think it's because it's like trying to prevent what happened on the last lap. That's why it's telling me, hey, go down an extra gear. Like, nah, I'm good. I don't need to. Another thing is, like, this brain came down on, like, what, lap 5 or something like that? It's been with us the rest of the way. It's craziness. Craziness, I tell you. Just a lift coming through there because I don't want to risk spinning. Leclerc wins it. I think he got the fastest lap as well, but I'm not too sure. I think he'll grab a maximum amount of points. And me and Ricciardo are going to take the final 2 points positions. Ricciardo will get 9th and I'll get 10th. Not bad. I'll take it.
All right, race over. Take care of the car on the way in.
I'll take a 10th, and I will gladly accept the fact that my teammate beat me today. 100% fine with that.
And it's Monaco go for Charles Leclerc as he takes the checkered flag and wins.
The race victory and fastest lap as well today really shows the level of dominance that this driver had over the opposition. Dominance from the start to finish, and it's for the rest of the competition to try and catch them now.
Here come our winners now, a thrilling race and a tremendous effort by Ferrari. Their history is well known, so it's no surprise to fans the world over to see them come out on top once again.
Well, definitely a race where I thought that me and Ricciardo were probably going to finish way better than what I initially thought. But that mainly comes from Lando Norris and George Russell just pulling off an unbelievable strategy. Like, holy cow, from the both of them, dude. Like, whatever lap they pitted on jumped him so far up the grid. It's crazy. But yeah, so, and I was also right with Leclerc. He did get the fastest lap as well, along with the win. So kudos to him and congratulations to him and the entire Ferrari team. Good job. So yeah, other than Charles taking the win, congrats to him on that. Max Verstappen finished second. Congrats to Max on finishing second, and congrats to Sainz on finishing third. It looked like it was a fight between Sainz and Hamilton for third, and Sainz came out on top ahead of Hamilton. But Hamilton does get fourth. Alonso finishes in 5th. Perez finishes 6th, so he's actually doing pretty good in the Red Bull. Lando Norris 7th. Russell in 8th. Ricciardo in 9th, and ourselves in 10th. I think this is now our lowest finishing position of the season. I think our second lowest was like a P8 in Japan, I think. I could be wrong, but I think it was like a P8 in Japan. That was our initial lowest. And now here in Belgium, 10th is, but it's for good reason. But other than that, Ocon 12th, Ocon 11th, Stroll 12th, Sargent 13th, Bottas 14th, Hulkenberg 15th, Zhou 16th, Gasly 17th, Magnussen 18th, and then the 2 DNS of Oscar Piastri and Alexander Albon 19th and 20th. So that's the finishing results. Check out the standings coming out of Belgium. So Max Verstappen extends his lead ahead of us at the top of the championship by now 49 points ahead of us in P2. Charles Leclerc closes the gap on us. He's only 4 points back from us at P3. Lando Norris in P4, Fernando Alonso P5, Hamilton P6, Piastri P7, Russell 8th, Sainz in 9th, and then there's Sergio Perez in 10th. I don't know if I'll be able to get Ricciardo up there. Maybe I'll get him close, but I don't know. We'll have to see. Stroll in 11th, Ricciardo in 12th, Gasly 13th, Albon 14th, Ocon 15th, Bottas 16th, Magnus 17th, and then it is still Hulkenberg, Zhou Guanyu, Logan Sargent without a single point scored. And then head on over to the constructor side of things. Red Bull still lead ahead of Ferrari by 43 points in P2. And McLaren in third is 69, nice points back. Mercedes in fourth, they pulled ahead of us, which are now in P5, but still pretty good margin. In P5 ahead of Aston in P6. Alpine in 7th, Williams in 8th, Kickstoppers in 9th, and Haas in 10th. So, not bad at all. Not bad at all. But yeah, so not really much to say except it was a pretty good race. I liked it. And I'm glad we got Ricciardo some points, especially after what happened in Hungary and how he came close. I must say that he came close. Problem is that he wasn't able to even finish the race last time out. So that bummed me a lot. But we got him there, and that's what mattered in the end. But P9 and P10 for VCARB, not bad at all. Oh. Okay. There is now a heated rivalry between myself and Ricciardo. Intensity increased. I mean, we're leading 6-6 ahead of Ricciardo. But I think what happened in Belgium really kind of put it that way for the heated rivalry. So I would explain it. Rating rivalry. There's a whole wow. That one's also intense. So I'm now in a rating rivalry with my teammate. And the first to hit 85 RTG wins it. Holy shit. So will this mean that Ricciardo's going to perform way better and he might even get himself into Q3 now? Is that what that means? Maybe that's what it is. I don't know. But yeah, 2 heated rivalries with Ricciardo. Of all people. But our ratings do go up, so that's pretty cool. Not as much as before, but still something. But still goes up. Recognition. We're now at 54%, and Ricciardo's at 46. If we hit 1 more percent, we'll be at 55. We get that third simultaneous upgrade. So, yeah, Ricciardo's focus is at 73. My focus is at 79. That's insane. Specialist, manufacturing guy, power unit. Fortunately, we didn't get strategy. We did, and wind tunnel we did. What was the power unit one? Finish at a better position than your teammate in the race. Oh, yeah. What? How the fuck did we, what? We earned only 3. What? Okay, I'm just gonna take that. We didn't earn 8 championship points, but sure. And we overtook 7 cars out on track. Hell yeah. So yeah, not bad at all. Nice to be back home after a long weekend
It seems
in
as
Belgium.
if you have a new rival. This is
it's
the perfect
our
opportunity
teammate, but yeah.
to show the world why you belong in this sport. And to show me why you belong amongst my very exclusive clientele. That's a joke. I love working with you.
So she pretty much just said the exact same thing that she said when Stroll was my rival. But now it's my teammate and it's heated. The press are noticing the rivalry between you and Daniel is hotting up. What? Who the fuck says? Okay. The press are noticing the rivalry between you and Ricciardo is hotting up. No one says hotting up. Everyone says heating up. Hotting up makes no sense. While it's good that you're pushing each other hard, make sure you keep out of each other's way out on the track. Oh, yeah. And then people close to the sport are comparing your skills to Daniel Ricciardo and are stating to consider the two of you as on-track rivals. This won't do us any harm, especially if we can show that we have the edge on them every race weekend. Yeah, I mean, it's gonna be interesting though, because like I said, I've never had like a heated rivalry, essentially. What? Oh. Like, I've never had a heated rivalry. And my championship rivalry, I pretty much lost that. But yeah, I have a teammate rivalry that's heated and a driver rating rivalry that's also heated, so maybe that means Ricciardo will start to perform really, really well. Maybe. I have no idea. But... or he'll just be flat out just fucking... aggressive as shit. Which I wouldn't mind. I would not mind that whatsoever. But... I don't think we can get any upgrades. Oh, no, we can. Wait, can we? Fuck. Shit. We can't get any. Oh, I was wanting to get at least an engine upgrade. Well, never mind. I mean, we do have all these upgrades coming in, which should come in after the summer break, I'm pretty sure. Let's see. 18th of August, 26th of August, and then Ricciardo's giant-ass list that he has. So when's the Dutch Grand Prix? The 22nd of August. So... my drag reduction upgrade should come in before then. And all of Ricciardo's upgrades besides the powertrain one should come in. So his 2 chassis, and his 2 durability should come in, and my 1 aerodynamic upgrade should come in. It should. Not too sure if it will, but it should. So, yeah, now we head into season break, and even though we had our season break already, IRL, not gonna be really much of a season break, but we had ours after Hungary, so I don't know. It just made more sense to do it after Hungary. I feel like that's what they should do. I feel like they should have Hungary. Actually, that's what they're doing. They're having Hungary as the final race before F1 goes on a summer break. I just now realized that I was about to be like, I wish they had Hungary as the final race before the summer break again, and I was like, wait a minute, that's what they're literally doing in 2025. But yeah, so that's pretty much gonna be it. There's not really much else to go off of or say, so yeah, I guess we'll go ahead and advance through time just so we can hit this portion, and then when we come back, just start the season break, and we'll be at Dutch. But thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you guys did enjoy, leave a like, subscribe, and hit that notification button down below for more. Next race, the Dutch Grand Prix. Should be quite fun. Maybe, we'll see. Ever since 2020, I haven't really been able to get the Dutch Grand Prix down. Because for some reason in F1 2020, I was just a master at Zandvoort, but I haven't had that same itch. Or not itch, but I haven't had the same success like I used to. Maybe we will this time around. It just depends, really. But we'll see. We'll see. But thank you guys so much. My name is Chris. I'm out. I'll see you later. Have a great day. Peace out. I'll see you guys all in the next one. Take care. I love you guys also very much. And goodbye.